Usual, we'll take questions. Coach. Had another good day of practice. Great weather out there. I mean, how can you not want to go out there and work hard at practice with the way the weather is right now? So I thought our guys have a lot of energy. Just really focusing on the details this week, still doing a lot of good on good. We got a lot of guys that we're still bringing along. But I thought the effort intensity was good out there, and we've got to put 2 more good days together to get ready for Saturday. I'll take any questions.
Questions will start with Gustavo.
Coach, you mentioned, today was a great weather, but, Saturday there might be a possibility of a not so good weather. So how do you see the weather being, impacting the game?
We just worry about the things that we can control and take advantage of. Today was a great day to go out there and get better, and I feel like our team did that. And, if it rains Saturday, it'll be wet on both sides. So, we'll just go play ball.
All right, Vince Ferrara.
Jeremy, I know young guys develop at different paces, but where's Keyshawn Lawrence in his development right now, and how far away is he from being able to contribute for you guys?
Yeah, Keyshawn's a guy that was affected really by the fact that we had a lot of people out during fall camp. So we started him off at safety, and there was a run there probably for 2 weeks. We didn't have any corners, so we moved him to corner, and he's done a really good job at it, and we don't want to move him back again. So he's doing a nice job. He continues to work hard at practice, brings a great attitude every single day. He's very coachable, got really good ball skills, plays with toughness. So we're excited about him. And as long as he keeps working like that, he'll obviously get an opportunity to play a bigger role on our team as the season goes.
Patrick Brown, then Trey Wallace.
Jeremy, you talked after the South Carolina game about seeing some good things from both Jeremy Banks and Quavaris Crouch there at linebacker. Where did you see them improve against Missouri, and kind of how are they coming along this week?
It's interesting with both of these guys not having spring ball, and for linebacker you got to be the signal caller. So being in there. The communication part between the defensive line, the secondary, setting the front, setting the blitzes, making sure we're in the right call from a secondary standpoint. We put a lot on them. If you just go get the ball, they both do a really nice job at that. They're going to continue to progress and improve every week because, they live over here. There's probably not a day that hadn't went by over the last 3 months that I don't see them sitting in a room together with Henry and the other linebackers, and them just in there coaching each other up. So when you put as much time and effort into it as they have, they're going to continue to get better.
Trey.
Jeremy, you had mentioned D. Beck with got kind of hurt a couple of weeks ago. How's he coming along in his progression and getting back out of practice?
He's participating on the scout team now. That was the next step. So saw him make a really good run out there today. So as we go, that's kind of the next step with him. So we're going to have Sunday night, we're going to have a big scrimmage for the guys that aren't getting to play a huge role on our team right now. There's a lot of these guys that are plenty capable and based off circumstances, whether they were out for fall camp, maybe they were injured, or maybe they were just in quarantine. And we had such small numbers, we didn't get a chance at that time to practice 3s and 4s, and maybe it didn't give them the opportunity. And a lot of these guys are kind of ready. We need to get them out there and let them play some ball. We're going to do that Sunday night when we get back.
Austin Price and Matthew Ray.
Coach, I know Aubrey Solomon wasn't out there a lot during fall camp, especially with the contact stuff. And then Darrell Middleton didn't get back until last week. Where are those two guys at physically right now? And do you feel like that they're a little bit further along than they were at this point, 2 weeks ago?
Oh, absolutely. They didn't practice for a very long time. So they're both back. They're working hard. They've got good attitudes. And they're kind of getting back into football shape, the movements that go with it. So can't just sit there and not play this game and think that it doesn't affect you. So getting these guys back, we'll hopefully see improvement every week.
Coach, a guy that you're probably pretty familiar with from the recruiting trail on the Georgia side of things is Darnell Washington. Freakish athleticism and size. What kind of mismatch does that create for your secondary, and how are you kind of able to imitate that in practice, if you could tell me that?
Well, there's no way to imitate that in practice. We ain't got anybody on our team that big. We're worried about us. I mean, in the last 2 weeks and 2 weeks leading up to the first game, we've kind of got this thing crunched in here, trying to work hard to get better. And, we have so many things that we need to improve on. That's really been our focus. We obviously know, the talent there with Darnell, and he's actually playing really well for a freshman. So, he's blocking well in the C area. He's made some really nice catches. Just a big man.
Grant Hubbs.
Coach, where do you think you are with your special teams right now? I know that was a concern heading into week one. How do you evaluate that through 2 weeks? And what's the challenges that Georgia presents the kicking game this week?
Well, they have good specialists. Really good in the return game. They blocked a punt versus Arkansas. They've returned some kickoffs out there that just been a player away from being a touchdown. They got good speed on their team with size. So if you got size and speed, it gives you an opportunity to have good special teams. They do a nice job coaching them up. So, there's not a weakness in their special teams. They're really sound and have been impressive over the first 2 games.
Any other questions for Coach? All right. That's it. Thank you very much.